recording. Sorry. Hey guys, welcome back to, and I already got a notification. Nice. Welcome back to my very first video on my quote-unquote new series. Ow, that hurts. Gotcha Racing episodes. So I used to have it as a podcast, and now I think it's gonna be this for this season. So today we're gonna cover what happened in Daytona the past few weeks and what I expect to come in Daytona. And also, if you don't see me moving this hand too much, I'm fine. Don't worry. Just make sure you know that the trees that you're climbing have spikes on them, because I tried to climb a Black Lotus and those things have big spikes, which I somehow missed. And so yeah, that's nice. Can't really move my fingers much without it hurting. So let's hear. What should I start with? I guess we should probably start with Clash. And I guess, as you can see, big Kyle Busch fan, so from a Kyle Busch fan standpoint, that was pretty nice. But I kind of sort of want to move away from that. Let me go see if I have a non-Kyle Busch shirt. I do not, but hey, I really like this. It's the cute emojis that they had. And I really like them. So, anywho, getting back to the Clash. I actually thought it was a pretty interesting race, besides, Kyle Busch winning. That finish was really cool. I honestly thought that Chase Elliott was going to bump Blaney out of the way, and then, boom, he was going to win. There's a lot of times where I just thought the race was over, and, like, one or two cars just got far away from the field as possible. It was usually Denny Hamlin or Martin Truex Jr., and then close to the end, Chase Elliott. I honestly thought it was going to be like a runaway, and I was like, there were like multiple points in the race. I was just like, yeah, okay, that person's going to win. And then next thing you know, caution somehow happens. The backstretch became dirt race. Drivers started complaining about that. I mean, come on, you guys, you're going to race at Bristol. You might want to get used to racing on dirt, just saying. So yeah, they had that. They threw a caution for that. Martin Truex spun in the lead. And then, not to mention, every single time they had a restart, whoever was leading always missed turn one. I don't know. I mean, I don't drive. I don't race. So it is a pretty sharp corner in Gran Turismo 6, but they have an actual wall there, where in Daytona they don't. But they do in Charlotte. So Daytona for next year, if you guys decide to race on the road course, I might suggest finding a temporary wall like what Charlotte does. Just saying. And so yeah, Kurt Busch missed it. Just missed it. He had to go away about it. But thankfully, it was the Clash. It wasn't the Crash this year. That was last year. It was the Clash. So no points. Just I'm pretty sure just money and for fun. And yeah, as I said before, you got that crazy ending where I was like, oh, maybe Chase Elliott. Oh no, Ryan Blaney's now in the lead. Oh, Chase Elliott's gonna come back, and then the final corner, I'm like, all right, Chase Elliott's probably gonna dump him. And from the Kyle Busch fan, what's the word I'm looking for? Standpoint. There we go. I'm sorry, I cannot think today. From the Kyle Busch standpoint, I was like, yeah, he's not going to win unless he's too wreck, and I know that at least Chase is probably going to spin Ryan Blaney. In fact, Kyle wasn't really much of the picture throughout the entire race. He was kind of sort of like, oh, where'd he come from? And so yeah, that happened. Chase wasn't able to get much momentum off the spin, so bada boom, bada bing. Next thing you know, Chase Elliott going too slow, Kyle Busch got the inside, and then boom, we have our winner as we know today. Not to mention, Kyle, we forgot the bow. The bow! Don't forget the bow. I know you only won once last year, but I mean, like, don't forget this. And then next we had the dual races. Now, I thought the dual race number one was pretty interesting. For me, you don't have to have wrecks in a race for it to be interesting. It could just, close and bumper racing, which is why I love super speedways, and in video games I love racing super speedways. I love drafting. I love bumping other cars. It doesn't have to be a full-out wreck. But, no, I don't think there was any cautions in the first duel. Pretty clean race. It was pretty fun to watch. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. And next thing you know, Fox goes commercial break. Okay, fine. Grab water or something. I come back, and it's pouring rain. Okay, this is Florida. I have been to Disney World many times, so I know, like, it could just be sunny, no clouds in the sky. Next thing you know, you're just getting a monsoon. So, welcome to Florida, I guess. But that kind of shocked me before I remembered that Daytona was in Florida. I was like, oh, but it wasn't raining 5 seconds ago. Now, most of the time for like short tracks and intermediates and whatnot, I would say like, just put rain tires on them. I do have a reason why I'm not like, I just put rain tires on them for super speedways, because as you saw from the Rain Titan for 2, I missed 2. I fell asleep. But I did get to see like lap 6, and then I fell back asleep again. And yeah, apparently one of the Air Titans, he just like whoosh, and just came down the banking. So yeah, so that's why we don't race in the rain, even if we had rain tires. And I especially wouldn't do that for, especially at super speedways, because of, as I mentioned before, the really high bankings. So, the Duel 2 had 2 wrecks. Multiple cars actually had to go to the back. I have the NASCAR app up as we speak. Hendrick Motorsports driver Alex Bowman is on the Busch Polo's team. Owen Byron credited second place, although he is among those who dropped back after Thursday night wreck in Duel 2. So here is the ones dropping back, I believe. Brad Keselowski, he qualified 24th. Kaz Grala, I think I said that right, he was qualified 40th, so he's just staying in the back, I guess. William Byron, who was qualified second, he's going to the back. In fact, I think Kaz Grala might gain positions with some of the cars going back. So hey, that's good. Anthony Alfredo, he qualified 36th. Cole Custer qualified 27th, and Ross Chastain qualified 34th. So, a couple of semi-good. I mean, you have William Byron, but and Brad Keselowski, who did really well in the duels, in qualifying, but the other ones weren't really good throughout qualifying and whatnot. So I wouldn't expect to see them up front much. There are lots of drivers that I was actually pretty excited to see, and I have a cat in my room. Hi, cat. Anywho, then I'm actually pretty excited to see was leading up front. Bubba Wallace was one of them. I'm pretty skeptical. Oh, no, he went out. Mid-sentence, too. Hold on. Anywho, Bubba Wallace, wait, I already said that. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of, I kind of don't think that, I kind of didn't think that the new teams were going to do very well, because, well, they're new teams, and we don't know how they're going to run. But the 23XI Racing's been doing pretty good. Trackhouse was up front an awful lot, and then I think they lost a lap somewhere. But they were doing really good. I would definitely see them top 10, at least in the 500. So those are 2 really good drivers or 2 new drivers in new places, or old drivers in new places, that's doing pretty well, at least in Daytona, so that's cool. Usually Daytona doesn't predict, the rest of the tracks because it's super speedway, but hey, it's good to see some cars up front, especially in new teams. So glad that's happening. Ty Dillon missed the 500. I think he sadly went back like 1 position, and there was another open car in front of him. He was doing really good though. I would definitely have seen him in the top 5 in the 500. Alrighty, so, well, I guess while I'm on the topic of new drivers, let me get on my NASCAR Fantasy app. It's going to take a while to load because, of course. Alright, so if you're not part of my Fantasy League, let me pull... don't turn sideways. Welcome to the Single Hand Challenge League. Alrighty. Could I... Alright, so here is my NASCAR Fantasy League. Gotcha Racing 18 Fantasy League. It's backwards when I'm recording this, so I don't know if it's gonna be backwards when it's done. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below. So feel free to check that out. Join. I would love more people. It was just 3 people competing. and that kind of gets boring, and I kind of sort of didn't make any picks because of because it was getting boring. Alright, so here's the 5 starters I'm going to pick, and I'm going to tell you my garage, and then I'm going to try to predict who's going to win the stages. Alright, let's see here. They didn't update Bubba Wallace's profile picture yet. Let's see, Ryan Newman was pretty good in 500 last year. So I'd expect him to do good again. I think I'm going to put him in my number 1 position. Another driver I mentioned who did really good in at least the duels and practice is Bubba Wallace. So I think he's going to do pretty good. I'm skeptical on putting Kyle Busch in because, you know, his luck at Daytona. He won the Clash. That doesn't mean anything because it was the road course. You know, I thought Chase Elliott was going to win that because Chase Elliott and road courses. I think I'm most going to, as I talked about before, I think I'm going to put in Daniel Suarez because he also did pretty good. And Ryan Blaney, he's a pretty good road course driver. They didn't even update the 99. It's the 99 from Carl Edwards. Here, let's see if I can show you guys. Oh god, it's Carl Edwards 99. And as it appeared on my screen, I saw Joe Logano. Joe Logano is also going to do pretty good, I believe. And in my garage, I think I'm going to put Martin Truex Jr. because he also seems like he's going to be a top contender here at Daytona. If I can find him. Yeesh, how far back is he? Why go Martin Truex Jr. when you could go Denny Hamlin trying to make it 3 in a row? Hasn't happened before, but will it happen now? Who knows? So yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's new. All right. So instead of picking stage winners, you pick the overall race winner. You pick the top Chevrolet. You pick the top Ford and the top Toyota, top manufacturer, the manufacturer who's going to win, and the team that is going to win. Well, I'm gonna try my tablet there. Okay. Wow. Oh boy, that gives me a lot of things to pick. Alrighty, well, I guess while I'm already down here, I will go and choose Denny Hamlin as the winner. I think he can make it that 3 in a row. Actually, no. I'm going to change my mind. I think I'm going to go Bubba Wallace because one thing I've learned about luck in media and whatnot is that if you start talking about a topic too much, then yeah, it's not going to happen. And so a lot of people have been talking about Denny Hamlin winning 3 in a row. Might not happen. And boy, I hope that ages terribly. Alright, top Chevy driver. I honestly think it's gonna be Hendrick. Alex Bowman has been doing like really good, and he was, I think he was doing pretty good in the first duel until his engine started to feel like it was blowing up, and so then he had to stop. I'm gonna put Ryan Newman as my top Ford because he almost won last year before the horrific crash. But yeah, I think he's gonna make it. And is there only 5? Yeah, Ford, Joe Gibbs, and Bubba Wallace. Huh? There are only 5 Toyota drivers. So hey, there's a high percentage I'm right. And I chose Bubba Wallace to win. So here's a conflict I usually come with in fantasy is you can pick the same. Last year it was just winner and manufacturer, or stage winners, winner and manufacturer, winner. So like I usually choose the overall winner and then the manufacturer of the person I picked to win. So let's say I picked Kevin Harvick to win because we all picked Kevin Harvick to win, and then I would choose Ford. But then like sometimes I would choose like Kevin Harvick, and I would say, you know what, I could be wrong in that, so I'm gonna pick Chevy manufacturer. I'll put top Toyota as Denny Hamlin just in case I'm wrong with Bubba Wallace. So that way it gives me another chance to earn some points. And the top manufacturer, well, I did say Toyota would win twice, but then you got the Hendrick Motorsports, who are really good at qualifying. I think I'm gonna put the Chevys. I believe the Chevys are going to do pretty good. And then racing organization. Motorsports business management. Haven't heard of them yet. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to my guns with me choosing Chevy. I think I'm going to go with Hendrick Motorsports. I think I'm going to choose them to be the team winner. And then, boom, done. I'm going to copy my picks to other entries. Copy entry. Boom. Alright, that's done. I believe I have covered everything I did. If you stayed, thank you. Sorry for boring you. And I guess that's all. See y'all later. Race on.